If there is no net force acting on a body, the acceleration must be 0. So, if there is no net force, or if the net force is 0, that does actually mean that the acceleration is 0. Since net force is equal to mass times acceleration, if the net force is 0, that could mean one of two things. Either the mass is 0 or the acceleration is 0. And if we're talking about a body or an object that is assumed to have a non-zero mass, which is almost everything that you could think of, the only way that the net force on the object could be 0 is if the object is not accelerating. So the net force being 0 implies that the acceleration must also be 0. So that is true. Another way to think of that is that if no net force acts on a body, then it will not experience any change in its motion. And that's from Newton's first law. Objects at rest or objects in motion tend to stay at rest or in motion as long as no net force acts on them. So if no net force is acting on a body, then it cannot experience any change in its motion. In other words, it cannot experience any acceleration.